Mr Netanyahu also rejected a temporary truce with only a partial release of hostages that Hamas agreed on Monday. With me now is Saeed Shehata from BBC Arabic. Saeed, just to start off with, just take us through what Mr Netanyahu said and where that leaves negotiations.
Mr Netanyahu, what he said means he didn't accept the proposal by Qatar, Egypt and US and accepted by Hamas a few days ago with about partial release of hostages, like half of the living hostages, about 10 of them, 10 of 20 and 18 of the 30 dead bodies. Mr Netanyahu, what he said clearly is defeating Hamas and releasing all hostages at once go hand in hand. And this, like for Hamas, is a surrender offer. And I think Hamas will not accept that. Even in the partial proposal of releasing hostages, which accepted by Hamas, no mention for not resuming hostilities after the 60 days ceasefire plan proposed. But to release all the hostages is the strongest card in Hamas. And even Hamas is weakened, but still there. Underground in the tunnels. This is the reason Israel tried to do a massive assault on Gaza City and other places in order to, as according to Mr Netanyahu and the Israeli military officials, to defeat Hamas in all their strongholds in Gaza City and other places. So this will not lead to anything, because even Mr Netanyahu said he will send the negotiation team when the location is determined, either Doha or Egypt. It's not determined yet, but I think it's not going to be accepted by Hamas because it's surrender, and Hamas will not surrender. Hamas is, as even the Israeli officials, some of the Israeli officials said, is an ideology. So more recruits coming to Hamas even under this bombardment because the anger of what's happening to them as the Israeli forces handle. So it will not, unfortunately, it will not be accepted, and it will put pressure on the situation in Gaza, even with all warning from international organizations. But the Hamas ideology will not help these people to accept this surrender offer, in the opinion of Hamas. Even didn't said it officially, but I think, looking at Hamas and look at what's the past of Hamas, what's he done over this few years back since 2005, they will not surrender. They will not accept this surrender offer by Mr Netanyahu according to their ideology and their history.
So whilst you have this toing and froing between Mr Netanyahu and Hamas, what does all of this mean for Gazans?
It will add to the misery of the people of Gaza. As a start, the medical officials in Gaza, especially the health ministry run by Hamas, said the assault on Gaza City will lead to undermine the health system, which is already in a bad situation. There is about 18 hospitals out of 36 hospitals in Gaza partially functioning. 11 of them is in Gaza City itself. So to move all of the people in Gaza and all the doctors and medical staff is not going to be good for the health system. In addition to that, the UN and aid groups, even they got warning from the Israeli military to prepare to move. They said they are going to stay because some of the people said they are not going to move because if they move, also they will face the same problems. They might be targeted, they might be killed, they might not find any place to stay. This one, and the people cannot move because of mobility issues, so they cannot move from Gaza City. So they said they vowed to stay to help them. In addition to that, the hunger problems. There is now, according to the health ministry run by Hamas, said 269 people killed out of hunger, including 118 children. In addition to that, according to a joint investigation by The Guardian and other media outlet in Israel, they found that 5 out of 6 people killed in Gaza have been civilians, based on data coming from Israel. So it's official data. And this shows because Hamas fighters, Hamas members are underground. And you go from time to time to target some Israeli tanks and other. But the people they are facing that. In addition to that, people seeking aid, more than 1,700 people were killed seeking aid. Now more than 62,000 people were killed. So the misery of the people in Gaza will increase with the assault on Gaza City and controlling Gaza. But Mr. Netanyahu is determined, no even international criticism, but U.S. supporting him. And as far as the U.S. supporting Mr. Netanyahu, he will carry on that, and he will not give any attention to any international criticism for that.
Okay, Shehata, thank you very much for that.